Hi hotties! The year of 2022 is coming to an end, so I thought I would do a little favorites video, a little roundup of all the things I've been loving this year. I actually did do one of these in March and a lot of those favorites still apply, but so many things have happened since then. I've graduated college, I've moved into this apartment, like so many really cool things, and I think with that, a lot of my favorites have updated, and I just wanted to show you guys because it's so fun. I love favorites videos so much, and I feel like it's been dying in the YouTube world, but here we are, bringing it back because it's fun at talking about things that you like. We're gonna be talking about everything here, y'all. We're gonna be talking about clothes, makeup, home decor, shows that I've been loving, music, all that stuff. So I'm really excited. Let's go. Starting off with clothes, the first thing is kind of a generalization. I've just been really loving sets this year. I have this one. It's a long sleeve and some pants, which is so comfortable. It's so flowy. I love the material of this one and the color. I think it looks so nice with my orange hair. There's something about sets that make you look so put together, like you really thought about your outfit, right? But at the end of the day, it all came in one thing and you're just wearing them both. And I just like love a basic one like this too, so you could dress it up or dress it down with accessories. You know, even workout sets, pajamas. If it's a set, girl, I'm gonna wear it. I'm gonna wear it and I'm gonna love it. I talked about this in a recent haul video and you guys made fun of me because I said that it was a little bit of a bloke aesthetic coming from an American. Yeah, like I just heard the word, you know how it be, but I still really do think like of all of like the bloke outfits I've seen, like this is kind of giving that, right? It's a very simple silhouette. I like how it's really boxy because I don't have a lot of tops that are like this. Most of my tops are crop tops, so it was really nice to have something like this. I love the color. I look a little sporty and athletic, and your girl is not. I was like, what is there behind me? Bebe, what are you doing sitting there? Watching your birdies? I have bird videos on the TV at like all hours of the day. She will whine and cry if I don't have a little video up for her because she's like a little iPad baby, but it's okay, baby. Fun fact, my mom used to be a tennis star. Like that was her shit, okay? She was so good, like that was literally her passion. And when she had little me, she wanted to make me a tennis girl too. My mom's always been sporty and athletic and all that stuff, but she thought that tennis would be good for me. And when she took me out, like I am afraid of like balls. But you know, like, you know what I mean? Like soccer balls, like sporty balls, and the tennis ball like really scared me because she would like whack it and I'd be so nervous about it. So it didn't take her long for her to know that I was not built for that. I've honestly been really liking a kind of bold color like this. I really like the shade of blue, yellow. Yes. Okay, we all know, you know, I had insecurity with my arms. Like now I'm trying to wear tank tops, blah, blah, blah. I talk about that in literally every single video. But this is one of my favorite tank tops. I love the length. I love the fit. It makes my boobies look good. Like not like having to push them up and make them look good, but I feel like it makes it have a good shape, if that makes sense. I just love how slouchy and effortless it kind of falls onto your body. And because it is a basic, it matches with everything. I'll wear this to sleep. I'll wear this to go out, run errands, all that stuff. She's perfect. Alrighty, I did have an insecurity with my legs as well, but I started wearing skirts this year. We all know that, and this is my favorite skirt of the year. Again, I talked about this in my last haul video, but I really like the stretchy denim material, even though that's usually not sought out for in denim. I know when you want denim to last years and years, you want it to be very thick and tough so it doesn't stretch over time as quickly. But guys, I don't have an ass, okay? If it's going to be really stiff denim, it's gonna push my little booty, the little booty that I have, and it's gonna make it even more flatter. So I like this one because it kind of curves my butt and it looks nice, I think. This is my favorite shade of denim, and I like the little flap right here. It adds something, but it's not too much, you know? Like it's a little sprinkle. It was so hard to try to narrow down my clothes into that select few, but honestly, if you look at my Instagram and past YouTube videos, you see a lot of other clothing pieces that I really like. And with that, I know I've mentioned these before and I'm wearing them right now actually, but I love these little pasty things called nippies. They are my actually most worn clothing piece this year. I wear them literally almost every day. They're so comfortable and they're the perfect kind of pasty. They come in a few different shades too, and they're very thin, so then you don't see, you know, like sometimes when you're wearing really thin tops and you put pasties and then you can see like a little pepperoni nipple action. Like that's just not for me sometimes. So the outside, like the outer layer is very thin. You can't see anything. It's so nice and comfortable, really sticky, and it's washable. I love it. Moving on to accessories, this first one, is this really cool purse, and look, boom. It has two designs, which I think is really nice because sometimes if my outfit is a little pink heavy, I'll go this way. if it has a little splash of red, I'll go this way. I love it. It's Ed Hardy and I really love the construction of this. Obviously love the art style. It's a decent sized little shoulder bag. It will fit my wallet, my phone, everything I need in there. And I don't know, I just really like it. I've gotten a lot of compliments on it. So yeah. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you guys know my next favorite. Ribbons! I have been obsessed with adding ribbons into my hair. I've done so many hairstyles with them on. I have so many here, but next year I really want to try to dress a little bit more girly and frilly, and I think that adding these little bows will kind of help me get there. I want to get a lot more too though, kind of like lace and all that stuff, but this is just my little collection for now. I have two necklaces I want to show you, and this first one I think is so dope. I love the chain right here. I like how it's black beads. The pendant is a little gold heart. I just really love the look of this, and I think I have a lot of gold necklaces that just have the standard chain. So when I pop this baby on, I just feel like it's so cool. It's really my go-to when I feel like this area is a little bit bare, but I don't want to go too sparkly with the chain, you know? This cross necklace, and y'all know I'm a gold girly, okay? Ever since I dyed my hair this kind of orangey color, I thought that gold would just match it really well. But I actually went to KCON, which is like a K-pop convention type thing, and there was a stand like this, and then I got to meet the people that make these, and we actually became friends, so it's really cool. And they gifted me this little piece and I absolutely love it. I wear it to death, which was so surprising because again, I don't really wear silver. The 3-tier pearl design I think is just so beautiful, and it adds so much in such a blank space, I think. And the cross I think is beautiful as well. You've probably seen OHT all over the place, especially on K-pop idols, because they wear their jewelry all the time. So let's just say I'm an idol when I wear this necklace. Like, I don't make the rules. Moving on to makeup, the first thing is actually on my lips right now. It's called Clinique Black Honey. Okay, well Martin accidentally put it in the washer, so it's kind of messed up. It's marketed as a barely there lipstick because it's basically just like a lip balm, but it's very tinted. I am one for a glossy lip, okay? I mean, I will wear matte lips sometimes, but on the day-to-day, I love me some gloss because it's so moisturizing, and I mean, my lips are huge already, I know, but I really like how it makes them look really 3D. This shade right here has a perfect and very formulated mix of blue, red, and yellow that really makes it the perfect color for everyone, I think. I wouldn't say it's an MLBB, but I would say that it's very moody, and I think it looks really great for fall time or winter time. Continuing off with the little glossy action we have going on, this first one is the Fenty Beauty Lip Gloss in Fenty Glow. I love this color. I think it is the perfect pink nude. Sometimes I find that pink nudes are a little bit too light for my skin tone, and it makes my lips look really, like, I don't know, I just didn't really like it at all, and I think this is a perfect kind of light and dark at the same time. It has little shimmers and glitters inside too, which I think make it look so beautiful on the lips when you move around. But if you're not really into that whole glittery and you want a more shiny kind of glass look, I recommend the Dior Lip Glow Oil, and I will say that it's not really an oil. When I first got it, I was expecting a very kind of light but shiny oil, but this is definitely more of a gloss. As you can see right here, it's not goopy or like sticky, but yeah, at the end of the day, it is a lip gloss, but I think the end result is so beautiful. I have a couple colors, but this one is in the shade Cherry, and I love it so much. It doesn't add too much color to your lips, but it adds life to it, you know? It kind of gives you that look like you just ate a little fresh strawberry and you're like, just ate a strawberry. Now my lips are so beautiful and shiny. Glitter on my eyes have been my best friend this year. I just love the added sparkle and the shimmer to your eyes. It makes you just look so ethereal and magical. I have two here to share, and this first one is my absolute holy grail. And the funny thing is that I stole this from my sister in high school. So yeah, definitely not the best idea to be putting this on my eyes almost every day, but at least I'm so glittery and beautiful, right? It's finally at its last straw because it just broke and I'm so sad about it. But it is the Stila Glitter and Glow in Kitten Karma. I love the rose gold pigment, but if I'm trying to go for a little bit more of an icy look, you know, a little bit more cool toned, I'll pick up this MAC Dazzle Shadow Liquid, and I have it in Diamond Crumbles. This one is more of a fine glitter, so it's a kind of more, you know, flat and cohesive sparkle, not super chunky. Sometimes I like a more chunky look, but yeah. These are my two faves right now. All right, let's go on to skincare. This CosRX Snail Mucin Essence. I just got a restock from Black Friday, but I love this stuff. I love how kind of goopy it is. Like, it really is snail mucin. You know, like when I put it on, I'm like, okay, this came from a snail. Go off, I guess. I don't know. I always make Martin, whenever we do skincare together, use this, and I know he says he hates it, but I know he loves it secretly. It just feels so cooling and really nice on the skin, and I know whenever I use this at nighttime and then I wake up, my skin feels so nice, like a little baby's butt, because whose face doesn't want to feel like a baby's butt? If you watched my last girl talk video, you guys would know that I kind of hate myself, and I won't allow myself to do self-care things, kind of like face mask. But I'm so excited to say, since you guys have been so nice to me in that video, I felt like I kind of deserved, you know, like I can do something for myself, like a little face mask. I can take 10 minutes out of the day to do something like that. And I found these face masks. They're actually Korean face masks, because y'all know the Koreans do not mess around with their skincare, okay? I trust them with my life. So I have a lot of different, I was gonna say flavors, don't eat these y'all, but they have a lot of different types. I don't know, but I really like these ones, because sometimes with other face masks, I kind of hate when they dry on your face and it feels like sticky and gross. With these ones, I don't feel that at all. It is so moisturizing, and it feels like my skin's just sucking it up. Like, we love her. We love K skincare in this house. And the last skincare thing I like is a Mighty patch. They're basically pimple patches, and I actually just used the last one yesterday, so it is in the trash right now, but it is the best pimple patches I've used for my skin. I absolutely love them so much. They really get that gunk out of there, and it's so satisfying to like peel it off, and then you kind of have like a gaping hole in your head or something, and then you just like see the nasty on the pimple patch. Okay, this video is so long, but we're gonna move on to tech. And the first thing I have are my Apple AirPods. Kind of just love doing chores around the house and having music blasting in my ears. It just feels really nice and really gets me in the zone, or when I'm editing and stuff. But sometimes I have to take these off when I'm editing, because I really don't want the sound of my voice echoing in my head. The next thing I would say is qualified as tech, and it is my Dyson vacuum. I've had it since I lived in my last apartment with carpet, but this time I live with all hardwood floor. So I feel like the dust and the hair and all the icky stuff is so much more evident. So I've been loving my little Dyson vacuum, and that's how you know I'm growing up, because I'm excited about a vacuum right now. Like, a vacuum is in my favorites video. I don't really know if there's much to say about a vacuum, but I really like how it has the green light and you can see all the nasty stuff that it's picking up. Another tech thing that I got this year is actually a Mac Studio and Studio Display for work. I edit pretty heavily for my YouTube videos, and my laptop was really not dealing with it anymore. I just do a lot in post, so I got the Mac Studio. It's kind of made for creative people to kind of withstand all the files and all that. I know when I first got it, I got a lot of hate about it on Instagram and TikTok, because all these tech bros were like, you could have built your own PC. As I mentioned before, I moved into this apartment, and this is the first apartment that I've ever moved into that is not fully furnished. And this is the first one that I actually care about how it looks. In my college apartments, I'm like, y'all, this is a college apartment. This is not gonna be luxury. You know, I'm gonna move out next year. It is what it is. But this one, you know, of course I plan to live here for more than a year. So I have a couple favorites in our little space. The first one are these little ingredient containers that we have to display, you know, flour, sugar, pasta, all that stuff. I just think it looks really, really nice, and it's also functional because we don't have a lot of kitchen space, so we really had to maximize the little space we had, but we still wanted to make it look nice and thoughtful. And on them, you can see that we have really cute kind of vintage retro labels, and this is another one of my favorites. This is a little label maker, and it just makes me so happy. It has a really nice clicky sound to it, and it's honestly really therapeutic to kind of just click every letter. The next one is right over here. It's a little Miffy lamp. Oh my god, look at her. Isn't it absolutely beautiful? It's actually a little night light, but it's so squishy. I love it so much, and I actually loved it so much that we got a giant one. Let me go get her. Y'all, isn't this crazy? Oh my god, look at how big this is. And the last thing for the apartment is this little mat that we have right here. It says, "I'm so happy you walked into my life." I think it's really cute to have in kind of mirror selfies, but also I think having little positive, you know, messaging around the apartment is really, really good for your mental health. And just having something like this being like, "I'm so happy you walked into my life." Like, I just think that's very, very dear and very lovely. Oh gosh. Okay, now we're moving on to entertainment, which is the thing that I am the most chatty about, and I'm kind of nervous that this is going to make this video way too long. We're gonna start off with music, and y'all know what I'm about to say right now. In every single one of my videos, talk about something K-pop, and you know what's crazy is that I didn't get into K-pop until April of this year. So I had a lot of catching up to do. That's why I'm like kind of crazy right now, because I'm still like relatively new to it. And while I wish I did get into K-pop a little bit earlier in my life, the fact that it consumes so much of my life, I'm kind of happy that I didn't discover this while I was in school, because that would be bad for my grades. Like, I would have nothing else to focus on. I wouldn't care about anything else. Okay, so I tried to pick out my #1 favorite song from each group. That is impossible. Not even gonna try to do that, but I'm gonna tell you my favorite groups at the moment. My first, BTS. Of course, like, come on, like, how can I not? Also including all of their solo activities, of course. Stray Kids, Tomorrow by Together, Extraordinary Heroes. But one second, look at something crazy I have. These are signed albums. Are you fucking kidding me? Isn't that insane? This is my first, like, oh my god, that's so crazy. This apartment is blessed in a whole different way for them to be sitting here, but like, I was stunned. I'm shaking, crying, shitting, everything. Moving on, we have ATEEZ, and my #1 favorite song from them is The Leaders. The whisper part, listen to that in headphones. Like, that is it. That is it. I actually got to see them a couple months ago, and it was literally like such an out-of-body experience. I was like, they didn't perform my favorite song, but I was still like, oh my god, they're absolutely amazing, so talented. Fucking love them. For girl groups, my top 3 are Le Sserafim. Oh my god, the Hydra. Come on. It is such a model walk song. Like, I feel like I can take over the world if I have that song playing in my ears. It is such a bad bitch song. New Jeans, I love Hype Boy. Y'all know I always be doing that dance. And Twice, I love the song Basics. It's so like poppy and cute, and I just want to jump around. Nicki released an album this year called Nicole. Oh, like, the talent that this woman possesses, I love her. This album is seriously my go-to. It is such a beautiful, beautiful album. We actually became friends because she watches my YouTube videos, so hey Nikki, if you're watching this, I love you so much, girly. Next is Tweez, Girls Like Me Don't Cry. Oh, like I have the most talented and beautiful friends ever. This, oh, like, I can't. When I first listened to this album, EP, I don't know, it was so, like, I was floating. Her voice is so angelic and beautiful. Like, please listen to their songs if you haven't listened to it already. My Spotify is so fucked. Like, when I did the Spotify Wrapped, I was like, whoa, what is happening here? But I know I have a lot of other favorite songs, but I don't want to talk too much in this video. I did really love Leve, Joji, Taylor Swift, and honestly just so many people. Like, my music taste is so everywhere, but yeah, don't want to talk too much in this video. And the last thing for this portion are K-dramas, because I have always loved K-dramas, okay? It's always been my shit. I am definitely more of a rom-com girly, you know, like, I'm trying to see some love. I'm trying to see a little love triangle. But actually, I watched something new a couple months ago, and it's called Money Heist Korea. I haven't watched the original, the Spanish one, but I love heist movies or TV shows. I think it is so interesting, like Ocean's 8 and Now You See Me 1 and 2. You know how it be. The acting in this drama, the storyline, the visuals, the music, everything was just so perfect. I believe there's a season 2 coming, so I'm so excited for that. My #1 top drama this year was Extraordinary Attorney Woo. It was such a masterpiece, I think. If you don't know, it's about this woman with autism, and she's starting off a new job as an attorney, and it kind of goes through a ton of cases and just kind of like her thinking process about how everything goes. There is some romance, which is so nice. I think the editing of this drama was very unique. I love the visuals. It was very goofy at times, but also very emotional. So I just think it was the perfect drama. I had such a blast watching it. And the last little drama I want to talk about is called 21st Century Girl, and it is such an incredible movie. I love when dramas kind of go into the past, kind of like 2521. This one is set in the late 90s, and that's why it's called 21st Century Girl, because a kind of pivotal point is when the year 2000 happens, which is the year I'm born actually. It is very emotional, but yeah, I think the actors were exquisite, the storyline was so engaging, and I can't recommend it enough. Okay, that wraps up my 2022 and my favorites of this year. My voice hurts, but I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. I love you so, so much, and yeah, cheers to the next year, and I'm so excited to grow and also have new favorites and share with you guys. So yeah, bye-bye. I love you.
C'est l'histoire d'une fille pas trop compliquée pour une fois. Cherchant l'impossible, elle trouva que c'était une bonne idée.